Soar above trauma. Soar above drama. Avail yourself of one of the many playlists on my channel. It's SOAR Time to help you do exactly that. Now, despite how the thumbnail reads and the title reads, black females, I'm addressing black females, I thought about it. I should be addressing I should be addressing white females and giving some white females a reality check. That's who I should be addressing. I should have just said females in general, but I'm not changing the thumbnail or the title. My focus first and foremost is black females. If you have not seen this video, I'm going to show you some screenshots. If you haven't seen this video, I'm going to scroll through some screenshots, and then at the end, I'll tell you the two channels that you can go and watch the videos on. That's a white woman. Make no mistake about it. In an audience of white folks being manhandled by white dudes who aren't police officers. The sheriff dispatched them to take care of this disgruntled, disruptive, as far as the sheriff was concerned, white female, who I guess she thought her whiteness was going to protect her. Now, mind you, I'm supposed to be addressing black females, but I got to focus, now that I think about it, I guess she thought her whiteness was going to protect her. I would love to ask her, you do realize it's a new day and age, right? And if you're not with the malignant, narcissistic, sociopathic, psychotic, powerful white supremacists who rule this country and the world, then you're against them, boo-boo. And they will manhandle you. No, not as badly as they would a black female if she was black, but they'll snatch you up. They may not snatch a knot into you, but they gonna snatch you up. And that's what they did to old girl. I'm not making fun of this. I'm not. It's just like, wow. She got a serious friggin' reality check. Her white skin did not protect her in that instance. And it may never. It's a new day and age. And again, if you're not with them that I just mentioned, then you're against them. And that's exactly how they treated her, like she was an enemy of the state. This is some town hall somewhere in Idaho. I think it was Idaho. So Iowa, Lord Jesus, I can't say the word. Iowa, not Idaho. One of those freaking states that I would never move to. Like I said, I'll reveal to you where you can go watch the video and get the actual facts. I'm just commenting on, I'm just delivering a message to whomever black females may hear this. And again, the title is part 2 of Shh Your Effing Mouth. The point is learn when to speak and learn when to be quiet. As the old song, I think it's a country song, says, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, and when to run. Why, you ask me? Listen to part 1. What I said in part 1 is just no exaggeration. Any black female that disagrees with that, you don't understand. You're confused. You don't understand white supremacy. So, of course, you would not agree with me. For all the rest, come on, let's scroll through this video. Or these screenshots, rather. Oh, yeah. That's the white woman on the floor. Imagine if she was black. They would have pulled her weave or wig all off her head, probably had it tied around her throat, dragging her down that hallway in her high heels. But she was warned. The speaker, the sheriff, warned her. She started, heckling and disrupting the audience, saying something. Yeah, she got the freedom of speech. But the guy asked you repeatedly, hey, you're disrupting my meeting. If you don't, if she didn't like what he was saying, maybe she could have went about expressing her differences in a different way. I'm willing to bet moving forward in the future, she will. She'll think twice. She didn't think they were going to snatch her up like that. They drugged this woman all down. Look at this. Dragged this woman all down the floor. Look at that. And she knew what was coming. She knew some type of manhandling was coming because she strapped her bag across her body when the guys came up into her face. Now these screenshots are kind of out of order. I'll show you how it started from the get-go. I just wanted to begin with the ones showing you the ones where she's on the floor. And for black females specifically, imagine if that was you. And for white females, so I am addressing white females. Your white skin is not going to protect you anymore if you're not on the right side. And the right side is the side of those people I explained earlier, those powerful, mentally ill individuals that I mentioned earlier. She's all on the floor. But the thing that blew my mind, nobody helped her. Nobody came to that woman's aid. I mean, granted, she wasn't being beaten, but still. I mean, some dude in that audience should have stood up and said, yo, no, homie. Back up, partner. You can't be manhandling this woman. She didn't violate any laws. No one spoke up on her behalf. That's the dude right there. I think is that him? I don't know if that's the sheriff or not. All I know is this dude right here was clapping. While they were snatching her up, he was sitting there clapping. So she better be glad the audience didn't join in, because the audience certainly didn't stand up and help her. See, maybe everybody there was, I like to call them maggots, was a maggot. So she definitely should have kept her mouth shut, being outnumbered. You don't know how many of those people were in the audience. They could have attacked her along with these guys who snatched her up, who aren't policemen. They aren't policemen. But they did the bidding of the sheriff. I'll show you later, when he told them basically go snatch her up. Now that's the sheriff right there in her face before he sent in the two guys. That's one of them right there. Now I would not have let him walk up on me like that. I would have just jumped up and walked out. You cannot be walking up on my person and I not swing on you. That's not going to work for me. But, she thought her white skin was going to protect her. So she kept running her damn mouth instead of just saying, okay, I'll leave, or okay, I'll sit and listen. She made a point clear. And the guy made his point clear too before he came up into her face. You're going to have to be quiet or you're going to have to leave. Now, I'm not justifying his actions or what happened to her. My point is simply to say what I've already said. And I was specifically addressing black females, but now I think I better address white females too. Learn to shush your effing mouth. Especially when you're there by yourself or you're with people who, at this point, someone should have stood up on her behalf. You see no one is defending you, then you should have piped down or got up and walked out. But, like I said, she thought her white skin was gonna protect her, but it's a new age. It's a new day. It's a new age. Look, dude's all up in her face. You can't tower over me and I just sit there. I would have just jumped up and walked out, because you can't get in my personal space like that. That messes me up mentally. That's not new. Because that to me is an attack. If you're that close to me and you're towering over me, you have struck me. That's like physically hitting me. But she's not accustomed to that. So she just stood there. She sat there rather, still running her damn mouth. Learn how to shush your effing mouth. So this is the name of the videos that you can look up, and I'll show you the channels, the content creators that I got these screenshot from in a second. But look at this. They twisted her arm. I'm sure they didn't twist it hard. They had her, all down in between. No one stood up in between the chairs. No one came to her aid. They just standing there. I think she came with people. Actually, no one, because there were two women in another video that was talking that sounded like they were with her at the event, but they didn't stand up for her when she was being manhandled. Oh, and by the way, this is a doctor. So that's probably all the more reason she thought she would not be treated that way. I'm a doctor, and I'm the white female, so nothing is going to happen to me. I'm not a black female. I know they would treat a black female like that, but not me. Well, rude awakening. I bet you she'll be thinking twice next time before, not piping down when someone has warned her to pipe down, and that someone has two dudes flanking him, and she's still yap, 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 yap. So there you see, she's all on the floor, legs all up in the air, and child, has she been a black female, they would have handed her ass in that auditorium. Since no one is standing up for her, they would have beat her ass some more at jail, because yeah, she was thrown in jail. She was accused of assault. Can you imagine what a black female would have been accused of? She would have been accused of assault. They would have beat her ass in the jailhouse, and she would still be in jail. So her white skin helped her to get out of her charges. I'll show you another video where you can go. I got those screenshots. Some of them from Jesse Dollamore's channel. And, Idaho is where it was at. And he's from Idaho. And some of the other shots I got from the Really American channel. And then Jesse did an update where the charges were dropped. Now, black female, if that was you, you'd still be in jail with your eyes all bruised and your body aching because you done took a stomping, and they'd be hauling your behind off to another jail probably. So you keep running your mouth in this day and age if you want to, and not learning when to speak and when not to speak. And what you saw happen, I just scrolled through to that white female, is going to happen to you 10 times worse. And then you also got to remember this rise in black femicide. Black males are under a lot of pressure already. They're going to be under a whole lot more pressure as time goes on, under these that are in that house that's colored white. Who do you think they're going to take out the majority of their frustration on? Who? Okay. That's another video for another time. And I'm over my time limit. Soar above trauma. Soar above drama. Avail yourself of one of the many, many, many playlists on my channel. It's SOAR Time. They're there to help you do exactly that. Soar above trauma and soar above trauma. Use them. Peace. Peace, peace.